Hey guys, welcome back to the Mopar Nationwide series as the season winds down. Our next stop today here is at Dover International Speedway for the running of the Rollowns.com 200. The Monster Mile is going to get a few people probably today, but we'll see what happens. 6 races to go until the season finale at Homestead to crown our inaugural Mopar Nationwide Series champion, and 25 laps. See what happens around the Monster Mile. Our pollster today is Tim Fralick in the 32. On the outside of him is Zach Carlson in the 11. Row 2 has the 01 of Ryan West and the 88 of Zohar Mudden. Row 3 has the 5 of Trent Dunham and the 05 of Jace Birmingham. Row 4 has the 14 of Joey Dawson and the 33 of Randy Carpenter. Rounding out the top 10 is the 04 of Jack Richards and the 18 of Aaron Reed. 25 laps around Dover as the Dodge Charger pace car heads to pit road. It sounds like there's going to be a lot of damage under that car, but that's not the worry of this race. These are the worries of this race. The drivers, the race car, not the pace car. But anyway, the green flag is out, and we're racing here at Dover. Fralick and Carlson lead them down into turn 1. Ryan West in the 01 going to try to help the 32 get ahead of the 11. The bottom prevails, it looks like, as Tim Fralick clears Zach Carlson, but here comes Ryan West. Great view up here. Oh, we got a huge crash in the back. We'll go back and check that out in a minute. They come back to the line. Tim Fralick way out of the groove. And Trent Dunham's going to take the lead at the line. Trent Dunham. He took advantage of Tim Fralick slipping up and going to take the lead. And now we're going to go see what happened. I believe one of the championship contenders was involved in the 6 car, Ryan Acosta. Let's go see what happened to bring out our first caution here today on lap 1. Now the wreck happened near the back of the field on the initial start of the race. There's Ryan Acosta. He's going to get out of the groove here and bounce off the wall right into the 62 of Austin West. Jeff Ayler's got involved. Oh, Cody Birmingham. I believe there was a second wreck. Oh, there was. Oh, Ricky Birmingham was involved. Another championship contender, Red Bell. Andre Castro was in it. There's Jeff Ayler and Austin West. Connor Breeden. We gotta go see another view of this. That was crazy. There's 2 of our championship contenders right there. Let's check out the wreck from another view. Here's another view of the wreck. Now, Jeff Ayler's continues on after the wreck. He hits the inside wall. Saw the 6 car almost flip over. He's lucky he didn't. He comes back up on the track, right into Ashley Sears. Right in front of Andre Castro. Ricky Birmingham, and then just get collected. Rewind, look one more time. Ricky had nowhere to go. Hits the 66 of Jeff Ayler's. Connor Breeden plows in there. So 2 of our championship contenders are taken out here in the first wreck. Ricky Birmingham and Ryan Acosta with heavy damage. And this could hurt their championship hopes right here at Dover on the first lap of the race. But now back to the action after this commercial break. We're back after the lengthy commercial break and yellow flag. Ricky Birmingham, Jeff Ayler's, Ryan Acosta, Connor Breeden are out of the race. Ricky Birmingham 42nd, Ryan Acosta 40th. Last week's winner, Jeff Ayler's 41st, and Connor Breeden, who's had strong runs season 39. It's going to hurt a couple of those guys in the championship battle now. Dylan Pote has to be loving this, who came in there as the points leader. But anyway, the green flag's out, and Trent Dunham leads to go down for the restart as we are working lap number 6 of 25. Trent Dunham's still looking for his first win in this series. He's seen his girlfriend Red Bell win the season at Darlington. His brother Zohar Mudden had chances to win, but something's always taken away from him. Trent's had barely any chances to win this year. And Ryan West is going to spoil the fun. Ryan West on the inside take the lead. Here comes Jack Richards in the 04. Oh! Trent Dunham gets into Joey Dawson. Oh no! Big wreck in the front of the field. Zach Carlson gets a piece of it. Nobody's hit him yet. Oh, Michael Causey. Oh, and they're piling up. There's a championship leader, Dylan Pote, involved, and everybody just started stacking up. There was nothing you could do. Typical Dover racing right there. Oh, Trent Dunham, Joey Dawson pinched each other together. Caused a huge crash. And Joey Dawson, they're still going to wreck, it looks like. They're all going around the pace car. I don't even know who the leader is. Oh, they're still wrecking. Randy Carpenter just wrecked. Leo Rogers, Michael Causey, Sasha Dawson. They're all still piling up. Oh, James Qualls is wrecking. What is going on? Leo Rogers ran to Randy Carpenter. Everybody's not slowing down. Charles Jackson with a lot of front damage. Jake Rogers Morgan Carpenter has damage. Justin Acosta. James Paul cannot get going. He got hit. There's Charles Jackson up on the high side. They can't get organized. They're just all running into each other. There's Dylan Pote. He has a little bit of front end damage. Matthew Rodriguez has damage. Callum Wells. I don't even know who the leader is, quite honestly. Trying to figure it out. Sasha Dawson, James McLeod on pit road. On the 05 just got turned. Jace Birmingham. The leader is Ryan West in the 01 car. That was crazy. There's so many things we can see on this wreck, but let's go try to see what we can find. But we pretty much saw what happened to start it. Let's check the replay out. Second caution of the day. Trent Dunham was up on the high side. PJ London sneaks under Joey Dawson. He came up and slid into Trent Dunham. And the rest was there. The rest was on for everybody to avoid. People would start piling in, sliding. You just see the field piling in. There's really not much to show or explain, but a lot of cars are just stacked up there, wrecking each other. And then they go around. They come out to the end of the field again. They're still stopped there. Randy Carpenter hits Michael Causey. Dougie Shears did a great job avoiding. And then James Qualls is trying just to avoid everybody. Randy Carpenter comes down, and Sasha Dawson was there. It's not over yet. This 31 car is in an awkward spot, and Charles Jackson ran him over. I don't even know. That was just crazy what just happened, but there's not really much else to show. We saw the contact, and it's just typical Dover on this game. And then Red Bell comes up here and actually turns Jace Birmingham. She's trying, I don't know, she's trying to get around the field. Just turned the 05 for nothing. Zohar Munn's going to go around her, but that's about all that happened. We'll update the running order after this commercial break. Huge crash here at Dover. Here only on lap number 9 of the race. We're back and ready for the restart to complete lap number 11, and you see the running order. Michael Causey, Leo Rogers, Justin Acosta, Charles Jackson, Jake Rogers, James Qualls, and Randy Carpenter out of the race. Then you got Austin West, Sasha Dawson, and James McLeod, each one lap down on the inside, so that could play a factor here on this restart, as we find ourselves with Ryan West in the lead, with Jack Richards second, Peachy London third, Tim Fralick fourth, Jace Birmingham fifth, Zohar Munn sixth, Dougie Shears seventh, Aaron Reed eighth, Zach Carlson 9th, and Ralph Green 10th. As the green flag is out, we're racing again for the restart here on lap number 12. We're working lap 12, actually. And it looks like the 01's going to try to clear the lap car, James McLeod, but McLeod's staying on the bottom, despite having no hood on that 99 car, that Waltrip Pastrana Racing Toyota. But Ryan West finally gets around, and Jack Richard cannot get around the slow car. Tim Fralick has no rear end, basically. He just took second spot. Oh, and Jace Birmingham. Oh, they saved it. No, they didn't. Theo Stiegel. He did save it. What a save. Theo Stiegel, Dougie Shears, and others. What a save that was. But this, it looks like there's going to be a wreck up here if we don't watch it. Aaron Reed and Ken Johnson are trying to work their way up, following Jace Birmingham. Blake Cooper's worked his way up to the top 10. They're playing John Dawson, Ralph Green, oh, Peachy London, Zach Carlson, and Zohar going through. Go through the back of the field. There's point leader Dylan Pote. He's in 23rd right now with a lot of damage. There's Trent Dunham, who was leading not that long ago. Back with Jake Sears and Cody Birmingham. Andre Castro was already in the wreck. Morgan Carpenter, Ashley Sears, Theo Stiegel. What a save he had. Oh, Ashley Sears just about got into him. Oh, look at Morgan Carpenter just right past Ashley. She just goes flying past both of them. Morgan Carpenter's on the move. Oh, and the 62's up in the wall. The keys got booted up there. Austin West with a lot of damage. We'll go back up to see what's going on. Battle for the 7th spot. Blake Cooper on the inside of John Dawson. Zohar Munn with the rear end damage. Tim Fralick's car starting to fall off now with that damage. Looks like Zohar's doing the same, falling off just a little bit. The damage is going to start affecting him. Peachy London almost won this race earlier in the season. Finished second to his teammate Ryan Acosta. Jack Richards still looking for that first win. And Ryan West, who we've documented a few times this season, him and his brother were battling out at Texas and got wrecked by a slow car, battling for the lead. Either one of them were going to win it. Neither one of the West brothers have won a race this season. Ryan West is way out in front of Jack Richards. And Jack Richards in second, Peachy London in third. Zach Carlson's up in fourth. Ryan West is continuing to lead though. Blake Cooper is now taking 5th from Tim Fralick. John Dawson's in 7th. Zohar Mines dropped back to 8th. Here comes Jacob Rodriguez in the 9th spot, trying to work up around these guys. Jace Birmingham is 10th. Ken Johnson is 11th. Aaron Reed has moved up to, actually I think he's dropped back to 12th. Trying to capitalize on a good day with all the cars having problems today, but he's only running 12th. There's Callum Wells. Dougie Shears has Ralph Green all over him. Taylor Orndorff way up the track. Matthew Rodriguez trying to work his way up. There's Joey Dawson. Morgan Carpenter's just trying to work her way up. Jacob Bell. Jake Sears. Dylan Pote's in 22nd. Neil Stiegel is not really recovered after almost wrecking. That was a save though. Ashley Sears. Andre Castro. Cody Birmingham. Trent Dunham. There's Austin West. And Jack Richards and PJ London have caught Ryan West. The 3-car breakaway right now for the lead. PJ London's already won twice this season. Jack Richards and Ryan West have never won this series. This time by, when they come to the line, it'll be 5 laps to go for these 3 drivers. Zach Carlson, Blake Cooper, and John Dawson are trying to work their way up. 4th through 6th right there. Jack Richards is getting to the corner a lot better than Brian West is right now. Coming off turn 2. Richards, he almost had a fender to the inside. He's on the bumper of Brian West. And John Dawson back there pulled the inside of Blake Cooper for the 5th spot. And he's going to clear on him. And John Dawson's going to take 5th from Blake Cooper, who got way out of the groove right there. And Ryan West has gave up the lead. He lost the 1st and 2nd spot. Jack Richards to the point. He led that last lap too, so he got the 5 bonus points. P2 London's up to 2nd. This is deja vu for him. He was running 2nd this race earlier in the season to his teammate. But now can he capitalize his time and get 1 spot better than he did earlier in the season here at Dover. Looking for his 3rd win of the season. Ryan West's car, I think he used the tires trying to get away from the leaders, or from the rest of the field actually. He used them up and now he has nothing to end the race, so now he's in trouble, falling from the top 2 guys. So Jack Richards is leading. Oh, he goes way up the track. Here comes Peachy London to the inside and easily takes the lead. 2 laps to go. I don't know what happened there. Oh, John Dawson just bounced off the wall. He held up Zach Carlson and others. I don't know what happened to the 04 car, but Jack Richards is now all of a sudden slow. He got up to the high side and just lost it. And now Peachy London is taking the lead and is pulling away. Jack Richards cannot keep it off the high side. He's had to get out of the draw and give up 2nd to Ryan West. As Peachy London is going to take the white flag, and something happened to Matthew Rodriguez. He's on pit road. I don't know what happened. They didn't throw a caution out for that. But Peachy London has worked his way up in the points all season long. He's won 2 races this season. About to get his 3rd win of his career. And he is putting a statement that he wants to win this championship. Peachy London, come up the corner. He wins the RoadLoans.com 200. Peachy London takes the RoadLoans.com 200 here at Dover. His 3rd career win in his 60 car. A well-deserved victory as he passed Jack Richards with a couple laps to go. Looks like he had a couple more wrecks. Taylor Orndorff and Theo Stiegel are back here on the apron. But Peachy London is your winner. Ryan West gets 2nd. Jack Richards dropped to 3rd. Jacob Rodriguez 4th. Yeah, Jacob Rodriguez 4th. John Dawson 5th. Zach Carlson 6th. Blake Cooper 7th. Ken Johnson 8th. Jace Birmingham 9th. And Aaron Reed in 10th. 5 races left in the season now. We'll check the points in a second, but here's the rest of the results. And we had a couple of incidents, it looks like, on the track that didn't cause any yellow flags that we're going to go check out in a second. And here's the results and everything. There's the list of cars that got knocked out of the race. Some of the people highlighted in that list of cars that got knocked out were championship contenders in Ryan Acosta, who finished 40th. And Ricky Birmingham, dead last, 42nd. Michael Causey just worked his way into the top 10 after a great run he's had the last few weeks with a couple of wins, and he finished 38th. Randy Carpenter continues to struggle. He finished 32nd. Matthew Rodriguez retired from the race, finished 31st. We're about to see what happened to him. Also with Taylor Orndorff and the 3-car Theo Stiegel, whatever happened to him, they finished 25th, 26th. Points leader Dylan Poche 20th. But Peachy London took advantage today, and he's going to be right up there in the points battle for the points lead, actually, with that win. Jack Richards has been working his way up. He got 3rd. He's up there as well. He's still looking for that elusive 1st win, though. But let's go see what happened to Matthew Rodriguez in his Oreo Chevy. Just like most of the other wrecks, Happened off turn 2. Matthew Rodriguez back here stuck in traffic behind. He was stuck in traffic behind Red Bell and got hooked by Taylor Orndorff right into the inside wall. Ouch. So that's what happened to Matthew Rodriguez. That car, he wasn't able to continue that race. He probably has to go to the infield care center for that hard lick. That was a hard lick, driver's side into the inside wall, but that pretty much ended Matthew's day. He ended up 31st. And let's go see if anything happened to Taylor Orndorff or Theo Stiegel. And now this happened about a lap later, this time coming off of turn 4. Taylor Orndorff's right behind points leader coming into this race, Dylan Pote in the 22. Theo Stiegel's behind him. Theo Stiegel came up really quick on Taylor Orndorff, and deja vu, except he got put in the wall this time. That was a hard lick for both those cars. So Taylor and Theo are going to be down the apron. Damaged cars, damaged pride. And Theo Stiegel did not save the car that time, but that was crazy how that happened. Two different incidents. They were basically the same incident, but different drivers. How that happened. One on the back stretch, one on the front stretch. But let's actually go and check out Theo Stiegel's save he had today earlier on in the race. Now, in a way, you can say this is a save, but he did get a lot of damage to his car that pretty much ruined his day. But he didn't wreck it completely, and you can say this was a pretty good save. Dougie Shearer, Jace Birmingham got together. He smacked the inside wall, comes back up, and saved it. It was just a pretty cool save that he actually didn't wreck completely. You know, he hit by a bunch of cars. But I mean, you look at the damage on that 3 car, there's Taylor Orndorff again, ironically, and Matthew Rodriguez. Well, but anyway, that pretty much ruined his day, and that's led to him having a terrible mid-20s finish. So that's what happened to those guys at the end of the race. But one last look here at the finishing results from Dover. Peachy London getting his 3rd career win. Congrats to him on another great deserved victory. And there's the results again if you haven't seen. So everybody see where you are. And race 29 is in the books. And let's go check out the point standings as we are out here at Dover. We're out at Dover, and our next race for race number 30 will be at the Kansas Speedway for the running of the Kansas Audrey 300 for race number 30 of the season. And I was going to say, this is going to be one of those special nationwide races, the Noble nationwide race or whatever, where the top 5 in points going into this race will be competing for $1 million. And if they win the race, they get the $1 million YouTube dollars, we're going to say. But I'm going to do it this year like that, but I think in real life it's where whoever finishes the highest of the guys are eligible for it. Whoever finishes the highest usually is the winner, but this season I'll just see if anybody can actually win one of these races and win the $1 million YouTube dollars. But top 5 in points should be eligible for that only. And let's go check out the point standings, and it is bunched up quite a bit. And Dylan Pote is still the points leader by 8 points over Jack Richards, 10 points over Tim Freilich, 27 points over Peachy London, and 66 points over Morgan Carpenter. So there are your 5 drivers competing for the $1 million at Kansas. Who's going to cash in? If anybody's going to win there, get $1 million in your pocket and everything. It'd be nice. Ricky Birmingham dropped down to 6th in points. Blake Cooper 7th. Ryan Acosta is now 8th. Aaron Reed 9th, and Callum Wells is 10th. The top 10 is only separated by 182 points. After that, it starts spacing out just a little bit. Jacob Rodriguez right outside the top 10, 198 back, but it starts gapping out just a little bit. But I mean, you look virtually look at the top 9. Only 111 points separating Dylan Pote down to 9th place Aaron Reed. So this is a bad time to have mulligan. You really don't want to have a mulligan or any kind of driver error or being in wrecks, because it could kill you. Because this is late in the season, one bad race you'd be down out of it. But there's so many cars still in contention to win the championship. It's crazy. But if you're top 20, if you haven't seen it already, go down to 21st through 40th. And it's just been a crazy season. But Kansas should be a good race. And look down a little bit. Some of these guys down here are dying for good runs, just can't get them. But and then the last two, Rusty Wallace Incorporated cars have struggled. James Qualls has started to struggle lately. Ralph Green's never got out of the box this season. Zohar, problems. Taylor Orndorff's had trouble. There's been a lot of guys needing good runs and haven't got the breaks. But see that, and that's a wrap from Dover. And I will see you guys at Kansas for the next race. And since I've got it evened out where there's 6 races left in each series for my 2 racing series, I have my Mountain Dew Race Series and my Mopar Nationwide Series. Since it's evened out, I'll be doing the Mountain Dew Race Series chase race next after this. Now I can just go back and forth now for the rest of the season because there's 6 races each left. Well, technically 5 in this, but when I get that one done, it'll be 5. So expect races alternating back and forth until Homestead. And then please hold off on asking about sign-ups for next season because I've gotten too many of those. And when the time comes for sign-ups, I will let everybody know. Just subscribe to me and you'll get the bulletin that comes up on your main page on YouTube. And you will know, because I'm not going to go and individually tell everybody my sign-ups are coming up. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's race. And just like I said, that's not the time now for sign-ups. Just worry about it after the season. And congrats again to Peachy London on his 3rd win of the season. And I will see you guys at Kansas. And stay tuned to the chase in the Mountain Dew Racing Series as we go to Charlotte.